Hi class. Here's the problem that we ended our last session with when we were talking about proportional relationships. We looked at time and calories burned and we said, is the number of calories burned proportional to time? In other words, is there some constant number that we can multiply time by to get the calories burned? And you said yes. That number would be 11 times the time. So, let's take that away for a moment and think about this from an algebra standpoint, because that's a great connection here. This is the last thing I'm going to tell you. I just make this quick. Let's say that C, I'm going to make this a little thicker, okay, stands for calories burned, equals 11, which is the constant, times x, where we'll say time equals x. So calories equals 11 times x, or calories equals 11x. Will this always be true? Well, let's just take an example here. And we'll say that if you burned 33 calories, that would equal 11 times x. So the question here would be, if we're looking at this x, which is time equals x, in other words, if you burned 33 calories, how many minutes, how much time did you spend on that activity so you could burn 33 calories? And you might look up at the chart here and see here that 3 times 11 gives you 33, so you know it's 3 minutes. But we could also use, well, hopefully you remember from any grade 6 math class you may have been in, you could also solve this algebraically. We could say that we need to undo the multiplication of 11 times x by dividing this by 11, so we get 1, so we have x here. And then if we divide 33 by 11, because we have to balance the equation, do the same thing to each side, then 33 by 11 is 3. So we actually get x equals 3. That's a nice connection between what we started with here, which was a graphic way of organizing this information, to then seeing that yes, they are proportional, to then seeing that proportion has to do with this constant we identified, times 11, and then we can make this equation. Hopefully you start seeing this all tie together. If you don't fully understand it, that's fine.